Hi, I'm Bevillian, and welcome to Bevillian's Verdict. In this series, I will play the first several hours of a video game, depending on what type of game it is, and then give you my, verdict on it. And if I think it's worth buying or downloading, because I know my fellow Red Drive people are probably on the edge of having no space, and want to only use up that small amount of space for games that are really worth it. The games I find will be from Xbox Game Pass, Steam, and other platforms, but either way, I'll let you know where to get it. This video is not sponsored by anything, but after playing this game for 2 days, I wouldn't mind being sponsored for this game specifically. The first game I will be doing this series of reviews for is Coral Island. This is a game I found enticing while scrolling around on the Xbox Game Pass catalog and saw that it was a farming/living simulator. Being a Minecraft kid growing up, I find these types of games very comforting. When we first get into this game, I like the player customization system. Although limited on options, the features seem mildly diverse, and I love the hairstyle options. In these games, I don't focus too heavy on customization, but this is just me. I know other people do, but I do think the options given are quite fun if you're into the customization, so I'm gonna quickly go through what you can choose from. After customizing your character, you can either choose to skip the cutscenes and turn off tutorials, but since it's my first time playing, I just decided to keep it on for showcasing purposes and because I did not know what I was doing. The first thing I noticed is that the gameplay does seem heavily inspired by Stardew Valley, but I don't see anything wrong with this. I think Stardew Valley and games like it with that playstyle are all cozy. However, just because this game does have a Stardew Valley-esque gameplay, it still has a lot of uniqueness to it. I know a lot of people might compare this to Stardew Valley, so I just want to say that I haven't played Stardew Valley extensively, so I can't speak much on it. I literally only played Stardew Valley for like 6 hours at most. On my first day, I decided to make 2 beds, one for daisy seeds and the other for turnip seeds, just to finish tutorial requirements, and since I'm just a person that loves making space, I decided to get the feel of the tools, how to use them, and how to actually hold down the mouse 1 button instead of pressing it over and over when we are met with a large tree or rock. After that, I went on to exploring the town around me. I would like to say that this town has a lot more life than I found from Stardew Valley and my 6 hours of gameplay. The architecture of the characters' homes are related to their personality and jobs, so exploring into their homes feels like I'm getting a glimpse into what the characters may be into or what they like. In real life, especially major cities in the United States, which is where I live, so I can only really speak for the architecture of the United States, there lacks a lot of diverse architecture and boring buildings that give no life at all. So seeing a town like this with so much diversity and personality is refreshing and fun. Another thing I noticed while playing this game is that a lot of the characters come in many different shapes, sizes, backgrounds, and interests. We see how the character sprites come from different races, ethnicities, along with their features that are unique to them. It might not be a detail a lot of people in the gaming community care about, but I think being a person of color and other people of color in the comfy gaming community would appreciate this diversity in this game. It brings so much life and is important for building environment and community for games like this. Now, I don't know who I'm going to romance yet in this game since I've only been playing for 2 days. And I'm kind of overwhelmed with who to choose because all of the characters have personalities I want to explore more. But if I had to pick a candidate, I would probably shorten my list to Lily, Buri, Millie, Suki, Zara, and Theo. These are the characters that interest me the most currently. Walking some more around the town, I find that there are animals you can pet and form bonds with. Later, I found that you can even have your own pet, and all of them are so cute. It ranges from normal pets, like dogs, cats, bunnies, to exotic ones like foxes and lizards, and all of them are so cute. I want them all. As days go on, I never find myself disinterested or bored. This is because this game actually has so many story aspects and cutscenes that I find interesting. I don't want to spoil much if you plan on playing this game, but it has themes of gentrification, negative effects of oil rigging and oil companies, folklore, ancient magic, and so on. There's so much to do, it can get overwhelming, but for me, this just had me hooked in the whole time because I just wanted to do everything. Did I also mention that as days progress, you unlock items that you can craft and store-related cutscenes. There's just so much you can do in one day, and unlocking new content every time I went to bed made me want to no-life this game, but then I realized I have to tend to a review, which I am happy to make. I'm going to start showing some clips of the story that you'll get to progress as you tend to your farm and create relationships with town members, so minor spoilers ahead. Talking about the story as you progress, I found myself intrigued, as it hints that there are monsters and a goddess that are on this island. You eventually get to meet this cute giant chieftain that tells you all of this and what you can do. One of the things we can do for the goddess is collect various items for each shrine to complete the categories and get rewards for it. The act of collecting supplies not only to complete shrine offerings, but also help a museum succeed, run errands, upgrade a home. There's never a moment where what you're doing doesn't lead to something else. I also never found myself bored of clearing up my land and collecting items because I could either sell them or create items to progress my part in the game. Zero waste at all. Getting to, I think it was day 9, we even had a festival where I didn't stop until I got number 1 because the cash prize was insane, and I'm also a very competitive person. I was gonna win, and it did not matter how long it took me to win, I was gonna win first place. I wanted to get as much money as I can, so I can get a barn going and even my own pet, which I haven't decided on what I'm going to choose because they're all so cute. The Cherry Blossom Festival was just so lively as we saw other town members interact with each other, as well as meet any town members I missed out on meeting because I was probably too busy trying to catch bugs and ultimately failing, or going crazy on collecting supplies. Going on to what I liked about this game, I like how when your stamina got low, it makes your screen more dull, and you run far slower. A little detail that I thought added a lot to the game features. I also, tried to see if I could kill the ranch animals just walking around because, you know, sometimes you get violent tendencies. Luckily, I cannot kill them. I also noticed that the community center hung up the pride flag. Again, might not mean much to other people, but for me personally, I liked seeing open support for a community that is otherwise berated on the internet for whatever reason people can make up. There's just so much to do in this town and what we get to see. We see construction, town members, even grocery shopping, and just so much more. The way the town members act and interact with the surroundings make it feel like I'm actually in a real town. I mean, we see animals everywhere doing unique, cute little things you wouldn't normally see in these kind of games. It really shows that not only will the town members themselves have their own personalities, but the town pets as well. And I think this is just a really good addition to the community building and environment of this game, which I really enjoyed. I liked the art style a lot. It wasn't heavy on the eyes, being someone that doesn't blink for 10 minutes at a time and has astigmatism. I found playing this game for long periods of time very easy. The 3D aspect of this game also made it more enticing and visually pleasing for me than the pixel art style of Stardew Valley. Both have really good art styles, don't get me wrong, but this is just a personal preference. I think this game is also pretty well optimized, so most people should be able to play this game smoothly despite PC specs. Now to what I dislike about this game. I feel like a game's flaws will show within the 2 days of you playing a game, and honestly, I have no qualms or disagreements with this game. The only thing I wish for is a minimap or pathfinding when you make a marker on the map, because I do get confused sometimes, but that has a lot more to do with me and not the actual game devs themselves. Overall, I give this game a 10 out of 10. Community environment building, 10 out of 10. Story, so far at least, 10 out of 10. Diversity of characters, 10 out of 10. I truly don't think that I will have problems with this game as I keep playing, but as weeks or months go by, I really don't see myself disliking this game at all. If you're a comfy gamer, I truly, in my heart of hearts, recommend playing this game. You can get it on Xbox Game Pass for free if you're subscribed, or on Steam for $23.99 United States dollars. A lot of you may be asking, is Coral Island multiplayer? From what I read, the devs are already on their way to make that mode. I don't know what exactly it will come out, but it's sometime soon since I know the devs had plans for it since early development. I think this game is really worth it if you have Game Pass or if you just want to get it on Steam. This has been my review of Coral Island. Let me know if you disagree or agree with me in the comments or my community Discord, which is the best way to reach me, and if this review helped you decide whether or not you will play this game. This is my first game review, so excuse the mess. I'm going to be better as I do more, promise. See you in the next video or game review. Later!